Good morning. It is daily vlog time. Okay, y'all. So, first of all, let's start off by celebrating my man. I want to celebrate him because I believe that at the beginning of this vlog, because everything that was happening in our life was new, a lot of the comments that I had about him were not the best because we were both in a state of shock because life was just different. Well, these last few weeks, now that we've gotten some normalcy going and everybody is on a good schedule, I have watched my partner show me that this love, this relationship, and our family is worth him checking those things that I had a grievance with and him recognizing that there are things in his life that he just want to do better anyways. He's been getting out of here an hour early for work and staying an hour later. These 50-hour work weeks are definitely gonna help us when it comes to feeding this doggone teenager baby. Because, but I am grateful. I'm grateful that he's showing up. I'm grateful that he's doing what he's supposed to do. Saturday, even though I glazed over it yesterday because I was talking about other stuff, like Saturday was a big thing to me. I was sick and I laid in bed all day Saturday. Everything that needed to happen for the house still happened. I'll be honest with y'all, that has not always been our reality. If I'm sick, he'll be like, oh, I'll wait until you feel better and then we can go do it together. And so even that, what a person would consider a small gesture, and I mean, he went and he did grocery shopping and he went grocery shopping well, and I didn't get one call while he was out. You know, usually when your man grocery shop, it's like, babe, do we need this? Can you go look in the kitchen real quick? I didn't get one call while he was out. He came home, he put the groceries away, he fed the boys, he even rubbed my tummy after doing all of that stuff while I was cramping. Like, this man, even with all the imperfect parts about him, and nobody in this world is perfect, is the most perfect person for me. And every day, oh, I am gonna cry, do not cry. Even on days when it's hard, he's all I want. And I'm grateful. I'm so grateful for this love. I am so grateful for the way that I was able to advocate for myself, because I don't always do that. And I'm grateful that it was well received, because I'm always scared that, like, if I speak up for myself, people are going to leave me, because that's what's happened in a lot of my friendships. But I also have to understand that speaking up for yourself, which is my next point here in our vlog today, speaking up for yourself does not guarantee you're going to get the outcome that you want. And I think a lot of my life, I lived my life hoping to get the outcomes that I wanted, right? Like, I think a lot of us do. Like, a lot of us say, I'm going to tell a person how I feel because I want them to say sorry. When we have to understand that you did the bravest thing. You do the bravest thing that you can when you tell your truth. And you have to understand that while apology and, reconciliation is a possibility, a person saying that's too much for me, I don't got time for that, is also a possibility. And whichever one of those things happen is the truth. Like, if a person does not show you that they care, you can't keep on being like, this is fucked up, like, they should care, they're supposed to care, you supposed to care. No. When you tell your truth, if a person shows you that they don't care, then they mean that. And I've seen that happen in friendships and even in relationships. And I'm seeing the opposite happen in my current relationship. When I share my truth, this person is showing me that they care. And so if he's able to do it, then it makes me feel a lot more peaceful about the friendships and the relationships I've had in the past where I have spoken up or I have expressed myself and people have decided not to do the things that I wanted them to do. And it helped me hold myself accountable for something. I am a hobbies girl. Y'all know I am a hobbies girl, crochet, pole. I realize that comes from my need to control things. I am a control freak and I can control my hobbies. I wake up every day. I work on my tension with my crochet. I pay attention to my fibers. I get better. I wake up when I have time to set my pole up and I do my workouts and I do my planks and I see myself get stronger and I get better. I have control over these things. When I'm in relation with a person, I can wake up every day and give my best. And if that person isn't doing the things that they need to do to receive it, that's like pouring water into a bucket with a hole in it. It doesn't matter. And so with people, I found myself disconnecting and detaching more because I can't control them. But I also have to hold myself accountable for the fact that if I lean into things that I can't control, I can end up growing. Like in this relationship, I can't control him. I can't control how he shows up. I can't control when he shows up. I can't control what he does. But if I open my eyes and I open my heart to the possibilities of what he does as being acceptable to me, I realize I actually live a really great life with a really great accountable partner. But if I close myself off and say, because he doesn't look exactly the way I think it's supposed to look in my head, this is not right, then I rob myself of a positive opportunity. And I think a lot of us do that in life. Like a lot of us have really great friendships, really great relationships, really great things in our lives that we are really taking for granted, and we don't realize that we're taking it for granted because we think that we have a right to like be committed to whatever is in our head, and we do, but we also have to understand that reality is sitting right here. And I used to be a person who saw reality and just decided to run away from it. Now I am embracing reality and it feels good. Like anything that life gives me, I'm like, okay, that's what I got. Now let me add, it's like improv. I've taken a bunch of improv classes. I've taken a lot of improv classes, and there's this exercise called Yes and, where in the class you take whatever is happening in the scene, you accept it, yes, and then you add something onto it. It can make sense with it. You can, shift it if you feel like you can't live in that space too long, whatever. That's how I live my life. Whatever life gets for me, I'm going to accept it. For the most part, because some stuff I do go, no thank you, right? But for the most part, I'm going to go yes. Because even if and honestly, no, I'll say yes in all situations. Because even if my next move is to say, and I don't want this, right? Yes, I accept that this is the type of friend, relationship, person, family member you are, and return to sender. Or yes, I accept this, and this is how I'm going to deal with it. That has been so helpful in my life. And as we bring our vlog to a close, I don't really have much to say today. I had 3 points I told myself. So celebrate my baby, hold myself accountable, which I just did. And then this third one is to give myself a pat on the back. Because of my ability to yes and, I am super proud of myself for the way I move on and for the way I allow things and people to change in my life and actually grow. If you are a friend, a family member, etc. of mine, and I have not completely cut you off, you have room and space to grow in my life, and I will not hold you to yesterday, and I pray that you don't hold me to yesterday. Majority of the people who I have cut off have either cut me off and I just allowed them to, and I gave my own distance, or they are people who have shown me that they do not have my best interests at heart, and I had to do what I needed to do for myself. But other than that, any person in my life, I believe that they have room to grow, because I believe that we should not hold people to who they were yesterday. You could literally wake up tomorrow and be something different. And I'm really grateful for my ability to give the type of grace that I give. And I'm grateful for my ability to get the fuck on. Once you start moving funny about me, I move out of your way, and I'm proud of myself about that, because there are not a lot of people in this world that do that. So, pats for Patsy. Other than that, y'all, we are just vibing through the week. It's Tuesday. I don't have any extra things to do this week other than podcast episodes. I'm crocheting stuff for myself until I get some crochet orders. But, tell a friend to order from me and my family. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. I thank y'all for being here on this journey with me. Today is a good day, y'all. Have a great day. Love you. See you tomorrow.